This week's Krispy Kreme Hero is...
At 8:15, it is time to have a listen to some of the incredible nominations that we have received for this morning's Krispy Kreme Hero. I do not know at the moment how I'm going to make a decision in 40 minutes time. It's unbelievable the quality of the nominations today. So the first one we have is from Helen Tilbury, who says, I would like to nominate my daughter Nicole Tilbury and the staff at Chartridge Ward in Amersham Hospital. My daughter is a student paediatric nurse on her first year placement, where she has had to complete 3 placements. The staff and patients have all made her feel extremely welcome, and she feels that she is learning a lot. I'm so proud of Nicole and would like to thank the staff on Chartridge Ward for everything they have helped her with and encouraging her to learn more. I mean, that's just incredible. I think anyone who becomes a nurse, that's incredible. A paediatric nurse, I think, even more so. And just anyone who works in a hospital is amazing. So that's the first one. We've then had a nomination through from Maddie, who says, I'd like to nominate Mandy and Hayley at Seniors Social in Micklefield for the Krispy Kreme Award, please. They do a fantastic job working their socks off for older people all over Wickham. And that has been seconded by Tracy, who says, I second that nomination for Hayley and Mandy. They are wonderful ladies who work so hard to bring fun and joy into the lives of older people. They have learnt how to set up a social enterprise from scratch and then done it, garnering huge support from local organisations and businesses to make it a huge success in its first year. Next week they'll be taking a group to Southend, and I suspect will be leading the singing on the coach. That's incredible. I mean, I think, especially in this kind of area where we've got a lot of people who could potentially feel quite lonely if they're on their own, to be able to give them something to do like that is fantastic. Then we've had one through from Claire, who says, I'd like to nominate Tara, the exams officer, and Sam from Highcrest Academy, who have spent the last few months slaving over sorting all the exams for the kids taking GCSEs and A-levels. It's a massive task, and I'm sure unless you're involved in them, you'll have no idea the amount of work that goes into ensuring the kids have the best opportunity to pass them with the least stress possible. To organise those kids is a major feat in itself. They would be worthy winners. I have to say, as someone who has worked in a school and been involved in the GCSE exams this year, I had no idea until I was directly involved just how much work goes into organising the exams. And even I know enough to know that I actually know very little about how much goes into it. There's a huge amount of work that goes in, so I definitely agree that would be a worthy one. And then I've just had a couple through. We've had one through from Melissa saying, for the Krispy Kreme Hero, I'd love to nominate Ed at Rocket Hair on Desborough Avenue. Ed is an amazing hairdresser to many, but does especially amazingly with those who have additional needs. We take my son there, who likes to scream and shout and tends to hit out, but Ed, being the amazing Superman he is, just casually gets on with the haircut and does an amazing job. I know this is the case for several children that go there. Ed always manages to keep calm and professional. He really is just an amazing guy all round. He really is the village hero. And another one through as well from Caroline saying, today for Krispy Kreme Hero, I'd like to nominate Ed from Rocket Hair. Ed has been cutting both my sons' hair for as long as I can remember. Both my sons have additional needs, including quite severe behavioural and sensory issues, so a trip to the barber's is always an experience. But Ed just gets on with the job, doing it amazingly. I think after years of putting up with my boys as well as my nephew, he deserves to be crowned this week's Krispy Kreme Hero. Ed, just so you know, you rock. Wow. Thursday the 21st of June 2018, it is Luke Hashman in for Andy B with breakfast this morning. And I am about to have the pleasure of announcing the winner of this week's Krispy Kreme Hero. It's quite I feel a huge amount of pressure on me for this moment. We've had a lot of people get in touch this morning, so thank you very, very, very much to everybody who has got involved with that this morning. It's very much appreciated, and I guess this is the all-important moment of truth. We have 2 winners for the Krispy Kreme Hero today because we've had so many people get in touch. So the 2 winners for Krispy Kreme Hero today are Ed at Rocket Hair and the Nicole Tilbury and the Chartridge Ward at Amersham Hospital. congratulations. Very, very worthy winners, I think. What an amazing job they all do. And I will be in touch with you to find out how I can come and deliver some donuts to you later on this morning. Thank you very, very much to everybody who got involved with that this morning. I should point out as well, as I read out 2 nominations for Ed. We did get a third one come through from Jamie Green, so thank you very much for backing him as well. I'm sure he'll be thanking you as well once he's got some donuts. I will be in touch with you if you are a winner to find out how I can come and deliver those donuts to you later on this morning. But thank you very much for getting involved with those, and if you didn't quite manage to make it this week, it's so difficult to decide who's going to win, so get involved again next week. As we say, if you repeat your nomination, then you are more likely statistically to get chosen. So I've just gone and done my first drop-off for the Krispy Kreme Hero award today, and that was to Eddie in Rocket Hair on Desborough Avenue, and he didn't particularly feel like coming and doing a video, but in recognition of National Selfie Day we did do a selfie, so I'm sure someone will magically make that appear in a second. But I just thought I would go through his nominations because I thought they were really nice. So we had a message from Melissa who said that Ed is an amazing hairdresser to many, but does especially amazingly with those who have additional needs. We take my son there who likes to scream and shout and tends to hit out, but Ed, being the amazing Superman he is, just casually gets on with the haircut and does an amazing job. And I know this is the case for several children that go in there. He always manages to keep calm and professional. He really is just an amazing guy all around. He really is the village hero. So that was a lovely message we had from Melissa. We also had a message from Caroline, who said, I'd like to nominate Ed from Rocket Hair. He's been cutting both my son's hair for as long as I can remember. Both my sons have additional needs, including quite severe behavioural and sensory issues, so a trip to the barber's is always an experience, but Ed just gets on with the job, doing it amazingly. I think after years of putting up with my boys, as well as my nephew, he deserves to be crowned this week's Krispy Kreme Hero. Ed, just so you know, you rock. And we agreed with that, because we obviously crowned him the Krispy Kreme Hero for this week. And then when I read those out on air this morning at about 8:15, we then had an email almost straight away through from Jamie Green saying I have to back the nominations for Ed at Rocket Hair because he's such an awesome guy at what he does. And I think that's a resounding vote of confidence for him. So definitely that is why we chose him for Krispy Kreme Hero. Absolutely fantastic. And I am now about to head off with these 2 boxes of donuts to the Chartridge ward at Amersham Hospital. So I will see you there in just a second. So here I am at Amersham Hospital. I'm in the Chartridge ward, and Helen Tilbury got in touch with us, and she wanted to nominate her daughter Nicole and all the staff at the Chartridge ward for helping her on her placement as student paediatric nurse. Yep. And she said it really helped her with everything that she's been doing and encouraging her to learn more, and we agreed that was a fantastic nomination. Yeah. So thank you very much for all that you do, and congratulations. Enjoy the donuts.
Thank you very much.
So that was the Krispy Kreme Hero for this week. There'll be another one next Friday with Andy B back at the usual slot with the usual person. I now have the slight challenge with any hospital, lots of car parks. I've got to try and remember where I parked. And I will see you soon on Wickham Sound, but make sure you tune into the breakfast show with Andy again next week, 7 till 10 Monday to Friday, and send your nominations to studio@wickhamsound.org.uk for next week's Krispy Kreme Hero.
Breakfast with Andy B.